Hey everybody, this is Kudo, and hopefully we are back with more Ace Attorney. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Let me make sure it's working. Please let me click. View channel. Okay. Yay! Okay. Scuff is real, folks. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 1. Yay! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If I may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. He looks so confused. You should have been prepared, Mr. Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the faker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. What's that supposed to mean? The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, it doesn't have any clockwork anymore, so it is a statue. Excuse me? Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify. Yeah. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay, here's the testimony. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know something of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. Press. We press everyone. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal. Don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. 2 people. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. Her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No, we're still gonna press everyone. Why'd you arrest Miss Maya Fey? What's your reason? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. Then she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence for the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Hold it! And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Hey, you're gonna ask what it said, huh? Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? All these are bad answers. I did. It could have been me! What? So was it you? No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Give me a second. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it was the word Maya, clearly written in blood. Did you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take, the little bits of the blood, the hermogoblins. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on the blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. Hey, isn't that a conflict of interest? That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction somewhere. Let's find it. We didn't press this one. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, if I remember... Let me look at what we have here. Department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. If death was instantaneous, then she wouldn't have had time to write the name of her killer. So we have to... I found a memo written on a piece of paper. Maya was written in blood. Lab test showed that the blood was the victim's. Blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. We gotta present the autopsy. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? Is it one... What? This isn't one of those lawyery tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I think I got it the day after, but I'm not sure. I forget. I'm sorry, I forgot. Huh. Forgot, you say? It was the day after the murder, Your Honor, sir. I was the one who handed it to him myself, personally. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? 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 Excuse me. A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look absolutely shocked. Something you want to say? What? I don't want to call anyone a sham. That's unprofessional. You're a sham, Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Shut up, whatever. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn. This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Yay, my voice gets a break. Okay. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Ridiculous. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred. Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, here we go. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. When the woman, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Oh my god. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see the need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite, firm, didn't you? Mr. Judge, you pervert! How dare you were staring at her jiggle physics. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'm cross-examining the witness. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Sorry. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl! Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair was Maya Fey? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Her testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. No. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. We've changed it. I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Oh, man. Okay. So let's look at our stuff. Hmm. I think it's something about her dodging to the right because of the broken lamp. So I did see everything. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And then we're going to... Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Let's see. Episode 2, I believe. Day 2. I'm just gonna look it up so that we're not wasting time. Oh, okay, we're just pressing still. My bad. Yeah, because she revised her testimony, so now we can press it again. I did see everything, I did! So, you saw me then, too? Of course! I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please... Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for her to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? And she's hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock, the statue clock, the thinker? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think? A clock? Her previous testimony had been what she had said to Edgeworth. So this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Oh, that was a hint, duh. Alright, what'd I miss? Oh, oops, okay. Oh, duh, because how does she know that it's a clock when it doesn't have any of the parts in it? How would she know it's a clock from that far away? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that by just looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issues with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, I will not. But questions are all I have, Your Honor, yeah. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. ... Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I... heard it? Yeah. Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, I'm not satisfied. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Objection sustained. Stop it! Damn. Time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Actually, I can. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. Yeah, the conversation that was recorded. Yeah, it's already not working. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone? Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness did not see this clock before. It's a one-of-a-kind clock. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything's sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh! Burn! Oh, excuses are not on sale today? Oh. Oh. Was she going Super Saiyan? Oh god. Nah. She is. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Jesus. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. How did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Ooh, show me evidence proving the witness heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Yeah, how is this irrelevant? It troubles me that your witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Prove what the victim said on the phone that the weapon clock. It's this. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? Haven't called in a while. Well, there's something I want to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Hey. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? It's no fair. All of you are ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? That's it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? A tippity-tapping... Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Right, dude? While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can, and will. You can't be serious, no way! Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened at 9 at night, right? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you didn't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I wasn't accusing her. Where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been taping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Yep. I think we should call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sung it quite low enough already. I object to you calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer and thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Miss Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. Accept the condition. We're not giving up. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. I am in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at 8 in the evening for— oh. Okay. 8 in the evening for my guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought— oh, okay. Brought to her at 9 at the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. I can't. Mine will be finished. I'm the head bellboy. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, check out guests, clean rooms, make beds, deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Jesus. Yes, then what? Excuse me. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink it after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. 9, then. Precisely, exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like ice... oh, wait, hold on. Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's a endearing mannerism of mine. So how come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, embarrasser. Embarrasser? Is that French for embarrasser? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I thought our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. I don't want to fuck this up. I'm gonna look at check-in. Oh yeah. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so I was disappointed, really. I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd like to have a little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good Bannister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You? Edgeworth did? You fool. Oh no. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person who may have been involved in the murder. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy who saw no one else in the bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Yay! Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. Have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. Yay! Alright, everybody, thank you so much. And that's where we will end today's stream. I will see if I can't stream tomorrow and keep up the good pace. Thank you all for joining me, and... excuse me. I'll see you next time. Bye!